Welcome to 15 Count Trivia. My name is Jay, and this is the channel where you guessed it. I ask you 15 trivia questions, and your goal is to go 15 for 15. How it works, I'll ask you a question, and you have 4 possible answers. If you get the answer right, we move on to the next question. If you get it wrong, that's okay too. And feel free to pause the video as much as you need. This is an episode today based on pro wrestling. So if you think you know it all, prove it. And if you just want to brush up on your wrestling knowledge, this is the place for it too. I'll start off fairly easy, but eventually you'll need some help. So you have 2 lifelines to use. The first one is a 50-50, where I'll get rid of 2 wrong answers. The other lifeline, you can just skip the current question and move forward. When it comes to lifelines, you can only use them up through question number 12. Meaning for the last 3 questions, you're on your own. After each question, I'll share the 2 50-50 options, and we're using the honor system. So once you use a lifeline, you lose it. With that said, let's dive into question number 1. Who won the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match? Was it Jey Uso, Gunther, Cody Rhodes, or IShowSpeed? I know you're barking with excitement to answer. This one is a layup. Your 50-50 options are Jey Uso and IShowSpeed. The right answer is Jey Uso. Okay, 1 question in. Are you 1 for 1? Let's see how you do with question number 2. Who was the first ever Universal Champion? Was it Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, or Seth Rollins? I remember being shocked when this person won the title at SummerSlam. My personal hot take here is that he will be a multiple-time world champion had he not gotten injured. If you want to use your 50-50, your options are Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. The right answer here is Finn Balor. Of course it's Finn Balor. 2 for 2, what'd it do? Let's go to question number 3. Which US city hosted WrestleMania 40? Was it Las Vegas, St. Louis, New York City, or Philadelphia? This happened recently, so I'm sure you know this, right? Right? The 50-50 options for this question are Las Vegas and Philadelphia. The right answer for this question is Philadelphia. And yeah, I think that WrestleMania 40 was even better than WrestleMania 41. It's just my opinion personally. Alrighty, 3 for 3, what'd it be? Time for question number 4. Who won 2 matches in one night to become the undisputed WWE champion in 2001? Was it Chris Jericho, Triple H, The Rock, or Kurt Angle? If you'd like a hint, those lifelines look really nice over there. I'm just saying. Your 50-50 options for this question are Chris Jericho or The Rock. The right answer is Chris Jericho. In fact, he did this twice. He did this at Vengeance in 2001, in the Bash in 2009, when he competed twice in one night. Now, this is not a Wendy's 4 for 4, but 4 ain't enough. So we need question number 5. The Elimination Chamber debuted at which pay-per-view in 2002? WrestleMania, Survivor Series, Unforgiven, or No Way Out? Shawn Michaels won the World Heavyweight Championship in this match, and he did so wearing those doo-doo brown and blue tights. Not a good fashion statement, but that's just personally my opinion. Your 50-50 options for this question are Survivor Series and No Way Out. This might be a question that's really tricky based on the pay-per-view names, but the answer is Survivor Series. Are you 5 for 5? You're a third of the way there. So for question number 6, let's go to a different promotion. Are you ready? Let's do it. Which of these tag teams has a member who is never TNA World Champion? Beer Money, the Hardys, the Motor City Machine Guns, or the North? Your 50-50 options are the Motor City Machine Guns and the North. Alex Shelley of the Motor City Machine Guns and Josh Alexander of the North are the 2 most recent world champions here. Chris Sabin won the world title in 2013. Josh Alexander's North tag team partner, Alt Ego himself, Ethan Page, was never a TNA world champion, making the North the right answer. Still alive? Here's question number 7. Which championship did Jeff Hardy never win? The Hardcore Championship, the Cruiserweight Championship, the European Championship, or the United States Championship? Your 50-50 options are the Cruiserweight Championship in the United States Championship? Jeff's brother, Matt Hardy, has won the Cruiserweight Championship, but Jeff Hardy has never been a Cruiserweight Champion. That is your answer. So we are pretty much at the halfway point. How's it going for you so far? Time for question number 8. Which WrestleMania featured the Firefly Funhouse match? Was it WrestleMania 35, 36, 37, or 38? This question requires you to probably know your WrestleMania years and the WrestleMania logos that go along with that. The 50-50 options for this question are WrestleMania 36 and WrestleMania 37. So I got to go to my first WrestleMania in person at WrestleMania 37 in Tampa, but a bucket list item for me for sure. So the Firefly Funhouse match happened at WrestleMania 36, aka the pandemic WrestleMania. If you have enjoyed this so far, feel free to leave a like on the video and to subscribe. To me, this is a really cool concept for a channel, so doing both of those things helps me to know that you guys are enjoying this too. Question number 9 is coming up right now. At which event did The Shield debut? SummerSlam 2012, TLC 2012, Survivor Series 2012, or Hell in a Cell 2012? Your 50-50 options for this question are TLC 2012 and Survivor Series 2012. This is the moment that shocked the world, where The Shield, members of Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns debuted at Survivor Series 2012. A lifeline reminder, you can still use a lifeline to skip a question or use it for a 50-50 where you get rid of 2 wrong answers, but only through question number 12. Question number 10 is coming up right now. Who did Daniel Bryan submit at WrestleMania 30 to win the WWE Championship? Was it Randy Orton, Batista, Triple H, or John Cena? Your 50-50 options for this question are Randy Orton or Batista. In an ultimate pivot, WWE added Bryan to the main event between Randy Orton and Royal Rumble winner Batista. Bryan won earlier that night versus Triple H, and he made Batista tap out. Alrighty, time for question number 11. Who was the first ever Intercontinental Champion? The Honky Tonk Man, Shawn Michaels, Pat Patterson, or Ricky Steamboat? Your 50-50 options for this question are Ricky Steamboat and Pat Patterson. 4 great IC champions of the past, but only one can be the first, and that is Pat Patterson. Coming up, question number 12, and this is the last time that you can use a lifeline for this game. Here we go. Who was the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion? Toni Storm, Kaylee Ray, Rhea Ripley, or Piper Niven? This is a hard question, the hardest one so far in my opinion, so don't answer this too fast. Your 50-50 options are Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley. These two met in the finals to crown the first ever champion, but Rhea Ripley won the match before she was known as Mommy. She ran the scene in NXT UK. Alright, time for question number 13, and as a reminder, you cannot use any lifelines for the rest of this game. For question number 13, we're staying in NXT UK. Who was the final NXT UK champion when the brand was discontinued in 2022? Was it Tyler Bate, Braun Breaker, Walter, or Ilya Dragunov? Alright, so this question is really tricky. Pay attention to the wording of the question. I asked you, who was the final NXT UK champion? Tyler Bate entered into a match with a Braun Breaker to unify the NXT Championship and the NXT UK Championship. Braun Breaker won that match where he unified both championships. However, Tyler Bate is recognized by the WWE as the final NXT UK champion. Tyler Bate is the right answer. Alright, you're 2 questions away from possible perfection. Let's see if you can get this done. Here's question number 14. Which AEW Superstars entrance theme music is titled Dream and Dream Again? Megan Bayne, Anna Jay, Timeless Toni Storm, or Chris Statlander? Do you know which title goes to which person? The right answer for this question is Timeless Toni Storm. And now, the final question. Question number 15. Can you go 15 for 15? Let's find out. Who has Shane McMahon beaten in a King of the Ring tournament match? Kurt Angle, Kane, Test, or nobody? Shane O'Mac faced Kane in the first ever ambulance match in 2003. Shane also faced off with Test in a street fight at SummerSlam 1999. He also had a match with Kurt Angle in a legendary street fight at King of the Ring in 2001. When it comes to King of the Ring matches, Shane McMahon has never competed in the tournament, making nobody the correct answer. So yeah, there you have it. The first 15 count trivia game is now complete. How'd you do? What'd you think of the video? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. I will read all of them. And if you made it this far, leave the money smiley face emoji in the comments. Thank you so much again, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day.